I was watching that new Rocky one, Creed, but I haven't seen it yet, so I hadn't had a chance to see if it's any good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I think we're live now, guys. So
Yay! Fun intro.
yay. Well, that was a bit of fun with the audio there. I couldn't hear you guys, so I restarted my computer, and the computer decided to reset the boot disk. So I had to go into Bio and play around with that. And
That
then
sounds
when
like
I
fun.
find, yeah, it was fun. There may have been some swearing involved. So once I got the computer working again, I still couldn't hear you guys. So I went from Firefox over to Chrome, and then I could hear you guys, but you couldn't hear me for some reason.
This sounds like a lot of fuss.
Yeah, and I tried, I think, every combination of settings, and it still wouldn't work properly. But I restarted one final time, which I think was time number 10 or 11, and finally it worked. So what were you guys talking about when I was having the fun?
Nothing.
Oh, you must be
Absolutely nothing.
talking about something.
No.
I
We
think I
Oh,
heard
weren't
you at
talking
one.
about. We're
Did I hear
gonna
you
do
at
a
one?
collaboration with, talking about articles.
I thought I heard at one point you were talking about women asking men out on dates or something.
Yes,
oh,
exactly.
I caught 30 seconds of that. So
that's an
Yeah,
article thing that Stacey's doing a little reading for me for.
yeah.
can
Reading
we
and
get a preview or?
commenting.
Oh, it's up to
Yeah,
Stacey. Let's talk about it.
I'm just gonna comment on this article where this girl is whining that men aren't traditional anymore, even though traditional masculinity is toxic and evil and condescending. So yeah,
So
there you go.
she wants men to ask her out, but she wants to do away with gender roles at the same time, right?
I don't know. But pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
Consistency. Never found in feminism. Not even once.
I've been asked out before. I don't mind that.
Yeah, yeah. I've asked guys out once upon a time.
A lot of guys. Who said that?
Not a lot, just enough. And I married one of them, so there you go.
Oh, so you asked out your husband, did you?
Well, I didn't ask him out, but I basically introduced myself and sat at his table at the bar we hang out in. I was like, "Hi, I'm
Kind
a
of
person."
It's kind of the
Yeah.
first move, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after we kissed a bit and I sat in his lap for a while, I said, we should exchange phone numbers. And he was like, yeah, we really should. And we did.
That's how Megan usually gets his dates too. He kisses them a bit, sits on their lap, and then.
It's probably because I'm actually dancing for them before, and then they ask for a private dance, and magic happens.
Well, you got to make a living somehow, so we're not going to judge her.
Not all of us can rely on our mother for pocket money.
This isn't going to turn out well. I just know it. This is going to deteriorate fast.
We'd like the best stream ever.
Considering I was fucking around with the computer for half an hour trying to get sound, or even trying to get it to work, yeah, it's probably going to be a disaster, but who cares? Let's
We've got all the fun out of our system, though. Now it's going to be all shitty and blah.
Well, I'm still interested in this article, because you guys were talking about it, but I didn't really hear much, so...
Well, that's the article. It's equality sucks when you're a bitch. The article.
Yeah, it's basically men are pussies, women have to ask men out, or something.
Yeah, because it's so not fair, and it starts with.
Yeah, but feminists
they
criticize
don't
men
make
all the
them
time.
like. Yeah, and then she starts whining about how men are afraid of women, and I'm like, of course they are. Of course they are. They can take their livelihood for 18 years because she poked holes in the condom, and she can take half his shit after seducing him and making him marry her, and she can sue him for street harassment and get him jailed. And like, come on, it's scary. Women are scary, especially in the West. I'd be afraid to approach them. I don't know how men do it at all.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it.
But we're told by feminists not to.
Yeah,
Isn't
on
it
top of
thing
that.
The standard thing where women are sick of guys approaching them in bars and hassling them.
Hmm.
So guys stop approaching women in bars, and then women say, "Why aren't guys approaching us in bars?"
It was like that Jessica Valenti article. Like, I used to be so, distraught after being street harassed because I'm beautiful and, I get catcalled. And now that I'm reaching my mid-30s and it's because of patriarchy, I'm starting to miss that. And I actually try to seek it out, and I have internalized misogyny and stuff.
I think Laurie Penny tweeted out something similar once about I think it was wolf whistling, and she said she mentioned something about misogyny, I think, and then said a counter, like an end to it, another tweet, but I miss it sometimes. That, well, you're a shrew. No one wants you. You're the wrong species.
Yeah, so what they really want is certain guys to approach them, but not guys that they don't like. So guys are meant to have some kind of telepathic powers to know when.
Yeah,
that's what we were talking about as well,
actually, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's exactly what I've written in my scripted little bit that I'm gonna do for Ottsogyny. It's like, and since the male species hasn't evolved to a state of mind reading, it's better to like politely not approach.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and signals can be hard to determine too. It can be confusing.
Very confusing. Easy just to buy them online from
But
Thailand or something.
You're a student, don't you just flash certain colours by.
No, I just lean over the drink and put something in it, like every normal PUA.
So sexy. That's amazing. You probably sweep many women off their feet just by that little move alone.
Well, to be honest, it's not so much sweeping off their feet; it's supporting them so they don't look like they've blacked out.
Yeah.
There's a man boobs article.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, it just got dark. Man boobs. Oh, fucking, I keep forgetting that place exists.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What is man boobs?
Now known as We Hunted the Mammoth.
Yeah.
Oh.
David
Futrell.
Yeah.
Oh, those MRA guys.
Cronies.
The MRA guys. I know. It's a very famous MRAs that every feminist quotes. They're like, we hunted the mammoth. Those MRAs.
Yeah.
MRAs.
I've had to.
Have you heard Chaz's theory that just about any feminist article can be linked back eventually to We Hunted the Mammoth?
So if an article something from.
So if an article doesn't quote We Hunted the Mammoth, it quotes another article which does, or another article which does, and you can follow the trail all the way back to.
Yeah, I actually had to do this once with a Tyler Street video, and he quote mined Paul Elam, and
really Tyler Street
quoted him from one place.
That's amazing. That must have been the only video.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Right. I had to follow it through 3 separate articles to find where it started from, and it started from an interview on We Hunted the Mammoth. So maybe there's some legitimacy to this theory.
Yeah, that's not a surprise at all.
It was some out of context rape quote as well. It's like Chinese whispers.
Yeah, well that's
distorted on each article.
That's typical in the media now, though, isn't it?
Why are feminists so obsessed with rape? That's what I don't get. Like, Why is the
It's well,
obsession with rape?
feminist porn is pretty much a dom sub thing. So chances are it's a case of they want to be aggressively fucked and think that rape is it.
Hmm,
Which it isn't.
I don't
I have no
know.
idea.
It's really upsetting because rape is a really, you know, not really fun thing to happen to you, and they constantly turn it into, smaller and smaller things. Like, oh,
Yeah.
talking to women
Well,
and
actually,
looking at them the
that reminds me.
wrong way, and rape culture,
Yeah.
and like,
Well, yeah. This
fuck
is the thing. I was
you.
looking at. I was on Instagram earlier because there's some really amazing idiot feminists on there, and I find some of the stuff. And there's this image someone put out. It says, "This is the real rape culture against women," and the left side says, "Emma Solkowitz has been proven to have falsely accused her rapist. She is still recognised as a rape victim and receives international support." On the right side it says, "Bibi Wilhelm, a 16-year-old girl who was raped by Muslim migrant challenges the pro-refugee status quo. She is censored and harassed." So, does this rape culture narrative help women or harm women?
Well,
Of
I
course,
think
it helps them a lot. I think it helps them like a lot in every
Mm,
facet of their existence.
yeah.
Yeah.
obviously if you tell women there's uh, no benefit in going to the police to report your rape because they won't do anything, they're less likely to go and report their rape,
Yeah.
which means the rapist is less likely to be caught and he's more likely to rape again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I need to write. I need to save that image. I forgot about that. Actually, I'll use that thing. Dude.
What image?
That what I was just reading to you because I want to use it in the Emma Solkowitz thing I was working on yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So the obsession with rape, and they all have rape stories. All of them. Every single feminist has a story about how she has been raped at least once.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It's like, uh, but it's like a more of a actual, um, real
Well,
verifiable thing. You know how most MGTOWs have a divorce story, the same way, you know, feminists have a rape story. Though there are a whole lot of MGTOWs that don't have. They just said like, no, fuck women before they fuck me. But it's kind of like the same thing. Like, I'm gonna get obsessed uh, over this alleged rape culture because this awful thing happened to me, and it ties in with something. I don't know which girl said it. I was in a hangout that Charming Man put together with a lot of girl anti-feminists.
hey
I think
Danny.
her name was
Give
Fern
me a
or
guess.
something. Hi, Denny.
Hmm.
And she was talking about how she got, something bad happened to her, and she got into this support group where feminists actually preyed on her and brainwashed her into this whole thing before she found the online community and all the debunking stuff and so forth. And so I'm starting to think that it's an actual predation kind of thing. The way they brainwash addicts into Christianity through the 21 steps and stuff.
Well, I remember hearing a case at a university where there was some feminist rally and all the feminists were telling their rape stories, and it came around to one particular young woman who didn't have one, so she just selected someone and said, "Yeah, that guy raped me." She'd never even talked to the guy before, and it got around the school and destroyed his reputation. She eventually admitted that what she'd done, but you have to wonder how often stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
Way too often.
When someone's credibility rests on their victimhood, you create victims, don't you?
Are there
Yeah.
any countries where you get punished for a false rape allegation?
There have been people who have been sent to jail for them, but it's rare. I remember one case in England. I think it was 11 false rape allegations over 8 years or something.
Oh wow.
And after that, she finally got something like 12 months in jail or something.
So
Oh.
it was it's just a perjury charge, right?
I can't remember. I think the story was about 3 years old. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, because I've got to wonder why it doesn't happen. With other crimes, I mean, if you falsely accuse someone, you get punished. But it seems to happen a lot less, and I'm wondering how it could possibly happen so much less.
The feminists don't like people who make false allegations going to jail. I should say some feminists, because they claim that it deters actual victims, because they'll be afraid that if they can't prove the guilt of the supposed rapist, then they might be somehow seen as guilty, which is absolute nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, there's two different verdicts that they're talking about there. If you're proven not guilty, that doesn't mean the same as being proven innocent.
Yeah.
So you can be, the court can fail to convict the guy without necessarily convicting the girl of a false accusation, because it's just not guilty. It's not innocent.
Well, most rape accusations aren't proven one way or the other, and this is a major fault that the vast majority of feminists make. They claim that, you know, the 2 to 8% figure. Let's just go with the 8% figure, which is bullshit anyway. But they claim that 8% are proven false, therefore 92% must be true. But that's illogical, because 92% aren't proven true. Yeah, I think you've got something like 6 or 7%.
Exactly.
So the number in between is unknown, but you know they insist that if it's not, yeah, it's all of them. Yeah.
And one of the honey badgers was making an excellent point on rape and rape convictions and so on. There is no other crime that leaves the same traces of a non-crime. Like, a rape kit can determine if sex has happened, if rough sex has happened, and you can have perfectly consensual rough sex. It's a mindset, you know. The physical evidence sometimes is just inconclusive, because rape and normal sex look so much alike when it comes to the physical evidence.
Yeah.
And you have no other and you have no other crime like that. You can't, you know, consensually kill, rob, stab, and so on anyone. Basically.
But you're right. You're right. A rape kit just proves that sex took place, not what type of sex, and whether consent took place or not.
Even if there's like getting a bit kinky, but even if there's like bruising or something, that still doesn't show a rape. I mean,
exactly.
People like to have fun.
Mhm.
Well, this was a great topic. Who brought this up?
I don't know.
Well, talking about feminism, talking about rape, you know, it's basically the same topic.
It is pretty much. And then, you know, the amazing...
how they prey on girls that have come forth as rape victims to indoctrinate them in feminism. That's where we started.
Has everyone seen Kevin Logan's Descent of the Manosphere series?
Which one?
Which one?
Well, the series.
I've watched a few of these. Which Target though? Because it's all those.
No, well, in all of them, he's got a thing called the inevitable bit about rape.
Yes.
And he accuses our side of always talking about rape, but the reason why we're always talking about rape is because we're responding to feminists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny how that happens.
Logan's funny for a potato.
Gotta be honest, I actually have never watched one of Logan's videos right through.
I'm actually subscribed to him. He's a lot of fun to watch. I like him. I like his videos. He actually did a feminist or feminazi reads some of that. What's his name? That pickup artist guy.
Rush V.
Yes, Rush V's book. Like I think it was Bang Ukraine. I think that's the one he was reading, and he comments on the style of writing, the structure of the, you know, piece of literature.
Oh, it's a masterpiece.
Yes, and he doesn't. He's funny. I like him. He's nice
Bruce
for a
Lee-
feminist. No,
Rouge-
no, the potato guy,
Oh,
Kevin Logan.
Okay. I was about to say Rouge V got banned from my country.
Really?
Yeah. He
That's
wasn't allowed to
brilliant.
come in.
Well, he's a threat to all the women's, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I have a secret dream of seeing him and recognizing him here in my country, just walking up to him, slapping him across the face, and walking off. No explanation.
It's not a
nothing.
secret dream anymore.
Yeah. Very public dream.
It's not a bad one. I mean, I'm supposed to say kick him in the balls or something.
No, just
Maybe into it, I don't know.
just enough to remember he's been slapped by an anonymous woman in the middle of the street.
A malicious terrorist.
Do you really think that'll be the first time that's happened to him?
Christ, I want to know if his book was actually written as a book or if it was just post-it notes stuck inside a book. Just
Well,
those chat lines.
if
What the look?
I think
Kevin's
he can
words
write.
about it, if Kevin's words are anything to go by, it's very poor writing. Like he says, like he's at a 5 to 6th grader level of writing.
Bang
You
Guides
expect-
by Rouge V.
Would you expect anything else from Rouge V, really?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I love that the first thing that popped up was something called Bang Guides. Which has, I think this might actually be a passage from his book. I'm not reading this out loud.
I mean,
It's
Rish is the guy that keeps on telling us that we shouldn't allow female MRAs and anti-feminists on our side of the fence, which is, crazy as far as I'm concerned.
What is it? Is he a POA or a MGTOW? What's going on here?
No, he's a pickup artist.
Yeah, but I mean, like, don't associate with women. That's not sounding pickup artist. It's sounding
Oh, he
MGTOW.
thinks that they're going to come in and take over. So,
yeah, they're totally going to do that.
yeah, Stacey is slowly taking over by making us sandwiches, aren't you, Stacey?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
looking at the
You
honey
have no
badgers.
idea. You have no idea what
Once
I'm
we're
putting
addicted
in
to those
sandwiches.
sandwiches, we're fucked.
Exactly. I'm lacing them with hundreds
The thing
and thousands of evil
They-
chemicals and stuff.
Yeah, those sandwiches are quality assessed by Karen Strawn, of course, to make sure they're good enough for the Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at the honey badgers, they're leading though. They're not. I mean, the honey badgers. If you actually watch their stuff going back quite a way, a lot of the anti-feminists you see who are way bigger than them use all of their arguments and stuff. I think that I'm sort of influencing the community an enormous amount. So maybe Rouge V's on something.
Yeah,
Ah, the infiltrators.
damn it, that guy's got some telepathy.
Yeah.
He's got something.
That's why he's such a
He's
good
got everything.
Yeah.
So we went from rape to Rouge V. That's a kind of logical conclusion, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very
Feminism, rape, Rouge V, the natural progression.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm okay with that.
So what's next?
I don't know.
But
You're the host.
anyone got anything good coming up? Anyone want to say they got something exciting planned, maybe?
Oh, was that a nudge? I think that
Any
was a nudge.
streams planned, maybe?
No,
You
it's-
mean an off-air one? No, I'm not going to talk about it until it's done. But yeah.
You got any more videos planned on Garrett, maybe?
I'm halfway through the sentencing gap one. I have to get the motivation to finish it.
Man, you're really sticking with Garrett. I did one video and I was just done, and for most of it I just made fun of him.
It's actually he brings up some good talking points for me as an MRA because I play his 3-minute clip and then I spend an hour talking about the actual issues. So it's a good way to use that
Springboard.
as a springboard. Yeah. And he occasionally makes a good point, but not
Are you doing
always.
any more? Are you doing any more videos on Raw? Like part 6?
Well, there will be at least one more. Let me put it that way. It'll be at least an update.
Well, actually, that's something I thought I'd ask. The Propaganda Toxic Feminism 50 thing. How are you going to do that?
Yeah, well, that's still in the works too.
That's a
There's a
fucking.
lot,
That's good to go.
there's a
You've
lot
got
of
lots to do.
hey.
You've got lots to go through.
Yeah, I do. But yeah, number 50 and probably 51 because I don't want to go over an hour. Is going to
Nice.
be
You
fairly
want
big.
to. You so want to.
No,
Yes.
the first 3 or 4 months of this year, I was pumping out 2-hour videos because I didn't want to break up videos halfway through an argument. They're just
Yeah.
too much work and they take too long to render and upload, and it's better to break them up. But it's hard sometimes when you're halfway through an argument and you don't want to split it, you know.
Have you found that you'd get more views too if you split them up? Because I mean, people will look at like I don't know, well, a shorter video, and they'd be more likely to impulse click on it.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I guess my mainstream audience don't mind the big ones. When for a small one, they say, where's the hour-long videos? You know, so.
Yeah,
It's too short.
That is why we subscribe to you. I'm honest.
Yeah.
But I mean, I start making the Aaron Ra ones half an hour because they are easy to break up into smaller chunks. I found that a lot easier to do, but you can't always do that. So, yeah.
You
Hello,
should make
Otter.
more of those feminist videos. The animated ones. I don't know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they're called.
I intend to do more of them. Although every time I put one of them up, the comment section is filled with praise, but I lose 15 subscribers in the first couple of hours. It's
Worth it.
weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
They love you, really.
I don't know why. I guess people have just subscribed because they see my serious stuff and then they see that and maybe I turned off. But you know, I think we need something a bit light to break things up sometimes.
Also, there is an option of not watching things. Hey, Otterface, say something.
So we need. I need. This is. It's 2016. We need 50% representation here. There you go.
Okay, I'm trans now.
Yeah.
Done.
Make her sandwiches now, woman.
Well, I'm
We're
Bane.
making sandwiches? No, I'm a man again.
Speaks
I'm
women with the Y. We don't want to associate with the word man and woman because it's just as well like some kind of mutated, horrible form of a man. We need women with a Y. God.
Yeah.
Woman.
Sorry. It's so hard to tell what you're saying with that thick Scouse accent. Can you speak English, perhaps? Do you English, maybe?
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Absolutely disgusting. I mean, talk about the accent police. God, just because I am from the hard, rough areas of Liverpool, well, sort of in the nice part of Liverpool, but just because I'm from the rough streets of Liverpool, you have to use that against me. Absolutely
Liverpool?
disgusting.
In Liverpool, you know that they're living it up well because the wealthier the Liverpool woman, the more orange they are. From all that
The
fake.
more wealthy a Liverpool woman is, the more things the more rollers she has in her hair. Duh.
Oh God.
That's it. Like if you go around Liverpool in the middle of the day, the more hair rollers they have in the hair, the more likely they are to be married to a footballer. That's just the thing. That's just how it goes.
It's a wag fashion statement now.
Yeah, it is. Like
Take that.
separate the peasants from the aristocracy of Liverpool.
Is that a status thing, Otter, to marry a footballer? Is that your goal?
Oh yeah, that's like every dream of a young Liverpool girl. It's like
every dream of a Liverpool boy is to rob a footballer.
With the bars in Liverpool, guaranteed 80% they're probably owned by a footballer. So you'll see plenty of young women like hanging around the bars in those clubs and bars and restaurants and all that, because on the likelihood that they'll catch some footballers' eye and marry them off and stuff like that. It does happen, and I suppose I can understand the logic behind it, I guess, because it's like, they want to be financially stable.
You want to be with Stevie G?
So is there a big tourist trade?
I know my friend Rachel, who's like a family friend. She got hit on by a footballer, but he didn't know she was gay, so it was kind of awkward. And yeah, so you get all kinds. It's fun. It's nice. And yeah. But current We shouldn't be defined by these footballers. It's absolutely disgusting. And
How about your crime rate instead? Can we profile you based on that?
So are we going to talk? Oh, are we going to talk about Scouse on Scouse crime? Come on, that's a dive.
You're so loyal to your teams, and then the moment they're playing a football match away, it's like, oh fuck it, we'll go rob them.
Oh fuck it, you'll go rob them. What? When people try to do a Scouse accent and it goes weirdly Scottish. Like,
I'm sorry.
I'm from Liverpool. I'm from Liverpool. And then it goes.
I'm from this place where we're educated. We didn't drop out in primary school, so my accent's pretty good. Sorry. Oppression.
I have I'm not even considered properly Scouse anymore because I live like an hour outside of Liverpool, and so I have like a watered down accent or a posh Scouse accent. It's not. It used to be super strong. Like there's like videos of me early on going like to infinity and beyond, and I'll jump off like a desk or something and hurt myself. I'm not as Scouse as I used to be, although like I'll say certain words or when I'm like really ranty or when I'm really angry, which is quite a lot. The accent comes through and it's glorious. And yeah, people think you're a thief sometimes because that's a stereotype. Yeah, because once a Scouser steps into the room, hide your wallets, the usual stuff, My auntie's from London, and I went down to stay at hers, and we went to a shop, and I was just walking around. To be honest, I didn't help the situation here either, because I was walking through, and she pointed at me and shouted, "Thief!" And instead of stand there and go, "I'm not a thief," I started walking faster and faster, and I was like, why am I doing what? It was like an automatic response, like walk faster and faster, and then I had to stop, and I said, "Okay, I haven't looked at anything, but you can look in my bag," and I said, I'm from Liverpool, and the police officer, the security guard kind of looked at me as if like, oh, okay then, and then looked in my bag, and then I went off, and I was like, oh, kill me now, please, you horrible auntie.
I think it seems only appropriate that Scousers be checked at every possible exit from that area of the country.
I think we should build a wall around Liverpool, so there's no.
They can't take a joke either, so it might be safer for the rest of the country that when someone else from not from Liverpool makes a joke about Liverpool, they build a wall to protect everyone from the outside from the rage, the Scouse rage, which is really high pitched. It's very hard to tell when they're actually angry.
Yeah, because we all have like a bit of an ingrained anger thing going on and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of sad. And yeah, it's difficult. But anyway, well, yeah, the fact that there isn't a 50% thing going on in this is kind of, it's kind of
You want more otters? Is that what you're saying?
I want more otters, but I also I'm going to broaden out a bit. Well, I want more females. There's not a 50%. There's 2 women here and there's 3 guys. We need 3 women and 3 guys. Not to make sandwiches, Omegon. Not to make sandwiches because you're a sexist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woman.
I identify as Bane sexual. Does that count? Or
You can't confirm gender based on voice, or based on how Danny looks with his amazing hair that everyone wants to touch.
Yeah.
Especially everyone on Twitter anyway.
Yeah.
But he's still
I bet she's still
muted,
raging.
unmute poor otter.
Yeah. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Current year, and women are still getting freaking silenced. Absolutely fucking.
Yep. She's got a point. She was silenced.
She was literally silenced.
But was it because she's a woman or an otter? That's the question.
Yeah, I think
I
otter
think it's
discrimination
because-
is it's underanalyzed in our society.
Yeah.
Someone start that university course. I want to see if that gets picked up. I mean, I know it sounds nuts, but discrimination against otters in Western society.
Otter,
You'll be very surprised of people who would actually want to take that up. There's like a growing movement of otters that are discriminated in society, like are formed to use as toys and commodities and all that stuff often without our permission. And there is a massive problem. You would actually be surprised. You would.
I like that it's often without your permission. You mean sometimes they get your permission? Some people ask first.
Yeah. You do have otters that like have internalized, I suppose.
Ottophobia.
Otterism? Yeah, internalized otterism. I think that's the thing it's called. Internalized otterism, and they allow it to happen, and they're just hypnotized by the humans that rule. So you do, oftentimes otters do it, and it's disgusting because they don't realize that they're selling out their own species in order for someone else to exploit it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's sad. And like as my absolute hero Justin Trudeau said, it's 2015, and like now it's 2016, so we're all sitting here thinking like it's 2016 and we're still facing these oppressions every single day. And
I can't wait till it's 2017, so it's not 2016 anymore.
I know.
There's never been an otter prime minister or president, so
exactly. Like. There's never been an otter anything really. Like hopefully in the South Park episode where there'll be otters take over, that hopefully that will become a reality. That's like we all sit around and we watch that episode like it's like we'll watch it religiously and we think one day this will happen. The sea otters will rise, and maybe with the time child and maybe not with the time child, but one day that will happen and it will be glorious.
Well, I don't want to seem like alt-right here, but there is a correlation with otters and low IQ, so
Wow, that is a microaggression I didn't know. Wow.
There's this kicking.
How does otter oppression compare to beaver oppression? I wonder.
You mean misogyny?
Right. Let me tell you about beavers. Beavers are okay.
Yeah, you tell us
All
about.
right. This is turning into a very different kind of stream.
Let me tell you about beavers, right? Because I'll talk to you about beavers first, and then I'll go into badgers. Beavers, we can tolerate beavers. Like they help us build dams, and we're even trying to get a couple of people together to build a dam to separate us from the badgers because we're getting sick of badgers now. And so we'll tolerate them. We'll tolerate beavers, even though like we take the piss out of them because they look like shit. And we tolerate them. And then when it comes to badgers, we do not like, and not honey badgers because we like honey badgers, but like actual badgers that we would know. They are the welfare queens of the forest. Like they just hang around and do fuck all, and then in the night they come out and they steal our stuff. They run around, they litter, they do all these disgusting things. They like try to flash at our women. Like they're not willing to integrate into our society, and so we have total hatred towards the beaver, the badger people, and it has to stop. And we are thinking of combining our forces with the beavers to build a dam against the badgers, because it has to stop. It's ridiculous.
You sound like you've got a case of badgerphobia there.
Actually, you can't. Badgerphobia doesn't exist, so because they've all historically badgers have been the oppressors as well. Even though they are the welfare queens, they have been the oppressors in the past. So badgerphobia does not exist. So
speciesism is prejudice plus power.
Exactly. And otters historically have never had power.
What about the Ottoman Empire?
Oh my god.
That is a splinter group that has nothing to do with us. I know you're probably a bigot, so you probably associate associate that thing with it, but like they're a splinter group that have nothing to do with us. They may sound like us, but they are not us. Like again, they are totally different. God, it's typical.
Just took you all on a journey to get a beer. I hope it was fun.
It was magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was pretty good.
It is funny when it's with animals. It really is.
How come
That's
everyone
where
on
we get it.
YouTube is an animal now?
Because
Is
they
it?
are you. Because they are, you bigot.
That explains it all.
Are you saying you're not an animal, Danny?
That's a good point. Yeah, like we're all different members of the animal kingdom. Bears, otters, Kool-Aid,
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. Yeah.
Yeah, don't exclude me, man. That's oppression. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Cthulhus have been
Yeah.
oppressors historically.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cthulhu has rather a bit of power, so it doesn't matter what we do with you.
Yeah, that's
I
just
mean-
racial justice.
Yeah. you got books and shit. We're dictating, documenting your oppressive nature. So you know, you can't talk about being excluded when historically you have been included in the context of Lovecraft.
How do you know what a book is? I thought all Scousers were illiterate fucks.
Christ.
Wow.
That was
Well
done.
nice.
Hashtag not all Scousers. Disgusting. And we otters thrive on books, so we encourage people to read, because we have to one day make the reality of South Park's otter-dominated world a reality. We have to make it a thing. So we have to learn and all that stuff, and yeah. That's why we know how to read. Yeah. Allah Otterbar. What do you say?
We have been talking about otter oppression for a serious amount of time.
That's
Excuse
typical.
me, it's a serious topic. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Urgh.
Can you like buy otter skin like bags and stuff like that? Is that a thing you can do?
That does happen, and we are petitioning stuff. So yeah, we have to get that sorted. So yeah, that sadly that is a thing. And they come in the night and they kidnap one of ours, mostly children, because I don't know, they're just sick fucks, and they steal them in the night and make them into all kinds of disgusting things, and it's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And realities are really hard to
But,
really
but,
hard to acknowledge if you're not part of that oppressed group. But
but what would we do without our otter skin bags?
well,
Yeah.
listen to people who are otters and who identify as otters, listen to their stories, experiences, and all that stuff, and be willing to help them, because as people who are in positions of power, you have the ability to talk to people in power, other people in power, and that's only going to help us. So that's how it can happen.
Otter,
Yes,
go make me a sandwich. Woman.
it's a typical response to when you're
What is
Bigot.
Danny look?
Just otter things.
Oh.
Just all
Look at that.
otters.
Oh.
Everything to do with otters.
And look at that. They're not one single
LGBT
Scouser.
otters, by the way.
All about otters.
Oh, look, an American police otter with a donut.
That's not an otter.
That's actually quite racist.
Yeah.
That one's actually quite racist, though.
Yeah.
The koala. I'm just assuming that, like, you know, we look like
Hello
koalas.
from the
Oh, no,
other
that otter face
side.
follows. Of course she does. Got to stick together.
Off
Yeah.
the sly.
This is a legit
That's beautiful.
popular. This is 17.4k followers on this fucking thing. I don't know why
what's
they
the
went through a
koalas?
koala phase. They were toying. It was a fling, okay? It was a fling with
That was a
club.
fling. It was a fling.
Yeah.
So what you need to do now is go to Bane's Twitter
Holy
and
shit, that's
spam
me!
him all of
Holy shit,
this.
that's me!
Spam Bane with all of
It's
it.
me! It's me drinking in the back.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't look like you're drinking a Bacardi Breezer. The native
Well,
drink
I'm
of
not,
Belfast.
I'm not a drunken alcoholic like you.
Be honest, this is you,
Bane.
isn't it?
That's her.
That's
That's
you.
me.
Yeah.
No, I will admit that is me. But you know,
Free breed.
just don't. We all take horrible pictures. God.
Well, you're just not photogenic even when wet.
That's my brother.
He's an albino otter?
Shit,
Yeah.
he's white. White otter.
Yeah.
peripheral.
He's super. No, he's like a Mr. Repsion, like pale. He's a bit self-conscious about that, so you know you gotta think before you speak there. So you know, good thing he's not here, or he would have probably been. He would have cried or something. That's me as well. Why are you
Bud
guys
Light.
taking my pictures?
Oh, you drink Bud Light? Oh,
If,
God.
if he's
You have a
drinking, it must
horrible
be a
taste
he must be a
in beer.
Kiwi.
Aww.
Oh, they're my kids. Why have they got my kids on here?
Who the fuck drinks Bud Light?
It's,
Actually,
I don't know, I think maybe they're otter pedos.
Wow. I better report this to Jack.
Yeah.
Oh. I said good day.
I said good day.
That's an otter that has internalized otterism because he's using a otter toy which is used to repress the people. So.
Ottsogyny.
Otter is. I know it's otterism.
Ottsogyny. I don't. It's not working. Ottsogyny.
Autogenous.
But soggy knees. But otters always have soggy knees. They're like water dwelling.
That's why they're so oppressed.
Yeah, true.
Actually, that's a very bigoted statement to make. So you know, shush.
You can rename this the Otter Stream, Bane.
Yeah, well, everything you needed to know about otters.
BuzzFeed made a video with otters in it. It's horrible. Siding with the enemy.
And here's the lull after the 6-hour otter rant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how we can follow up otters, man. It's really hard actually to follow.
I know it is, isn't it?
Ooh.
I'm just stunned by the truth bombs I've just released there. So.
Yeah, it's going to take us a while to take it all in, I think. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
little steps.
Yeah. Well, it is difficult to recognise when you're the oppressor. So we understand that it takes a while to get to really come to terms with it. So it's fine. Like it takes a while, but as long as you're willing to, you know, build yourself up, it's okay. You're an ally,
An otter ally.
an otter ally.
That sounds adorable.
You can have a badge and everything.
I want a badge that says Otter Ally.
Maybe I should sell. Maybe I should create a line of otter badges, otter allies.
Yeah.
I'll make a Patreon, and if someone makes a certain amount, it gives a certain amount, I'll say you can have a otter badge, otter ally badge. That's what I'll do.
Yeah. Otter Ally badge.
Otter ally badge. Everyone wants an otter ally badge because they know that
Because it's an adorable thing to wear.
it's an adorable thing to wear, and also that it goes to the money that goes into it goes to helpful otter charities and otter lives matter groups and
I'm going to stitch my otter badge onto my otter skin bag, I think.
Otter Ally on an otter skin bag. I love it.
disgusting.
It's the oppressor in me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said before, it's difficult to try and pull yourself away from that, from all that stuff, and come to terms with it and all that, and get away from that. So I understand it being difficult when you're used to privilege and you're born into, that kind of thing.
Well, Kool-Aid is the natural predator of the otter.
That is true.
Yeah.
So
That
what
is-
do you
that
think
is
of
true.
humans who pretend to be otters?
Trans otters.
Cunts, the horrible people who they basically what they do, they exploit and they use the nice parts of being an otter, like smashing clams onto your belly and being able to swim and look absolutely cute. They exploit the good parts of being an otter, but they don't actually have the full otter experience. So, it's not contempt I have for them, but it's something near that.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Species
trans otters on
appropriation,
Tumblr.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, cultural.
No, species appropriation.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, species and cultural appropriation.
It sounded quite transphobic, honestly, Otterface. You're
Nope.
really violating the safe space.
Could Otterface now explain to me then why she goes onto a stream with Peach wearing a Cthulhu mask then, if she's an otter? Why is she appropriating my culture by wearing my face on a stream?
That's a good point.
I will answer that to you. I will answer that to you. Moving on.
I will answer that to you.
Systemically and historically marginalized can never be the oppressors. So I am not oppressing you. So that's my answer to that.
Cultural appropriation, woman.
No, that's not cultural
historically
appropriation.
marginalized and oppressed people cannot possibly be the oppressors, and they cannot possibly culturally appropriate things because
Oh, yeah.
only people who have been the oppressors and all that stuff, they're the ones that only can be capable of that.
The orange
Because
in
they
the
have
chat
power to do
says
it.
elder god privilege, and I have to agree.
Oh,
No.
the orange needs to suck a fucking lemon.
They're both citrus.
I'm okay with this. It can suck that or a massive black dick.
They're both citrus.
Yes.
Have we talked about the Milo thing yet? He's
Oh,
no longer
no.
Twitter.
He got
So,
banned, didn't
what,
he?
he's-
For,
He's gone.
Life?
Yeah.
Come on.
There's a hashtag called Free Milo now because he's been suspended off Twitter permanently again.
Oh no, he's actually gone this time.
Oh, really?
Every article. Yeah, no, every
Well, other
news
people have
source.
as well. Some people have been kicked off now because they're criticizing Ghostbusters. So are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Well, you can criticize people's religious beliefs and political beliefs, and they'll suspend you for a little while. But you criticize Ghostbusters, they will bring the smackdown, motherfucker.
Well, what did Milo do to get banned this time? Did he say something about Trump again? Because he loves
No,
Trump.
he got in an argument with the woman who played the black chick in
Leslie.
Ghostbusters. Mm.
Oh my god! On her profile it says stand-up comedian, so I did tweet straight to her. Why did you get in Ghostbusters then if you're a stand-up comedian?
Hey,
Lot.
I've got a question, right? If a Muslim was so offended by the women in Ghostbusters that he went and bombed the theatre, which side would the social justice warriors pick?
Muslims, every time. You will
Which-
never,
which
ever,
they should
ever find a
pick
situation
which.
where they don't pick the Muslim side. They're the ultimate oppressed group. I
I'll be on the
challenge you
top
to
of
find
the-
an
I'll be on the-
example to the contrary.
Aren't they like on the top of like the social justice stack or something?
Yeah.
Something like
What
that.
did,
Why are they on top?
Progressive stack.
Because here's my theory: it's because social justice is so Islam is the only ideology which hates the West as much as social justice does.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I'm curious, what did Milo say to Leslie Jones, or whatever her name is, Leslie Dog, her Twitter handle, that got him banned?
I actually
If
haven't
you-
found the individual tweet. I'm not entirely sure that there was one.
Because she got into a lot of...
It was probably like quite provocative, but I don't think it was like that bad.
There was a back and forth.
Because they banned him. They took him down before anyway. So pretty much anything he would have said after that would have been anything he would have said would have gotten say, oh well, he said this. So
Oh, some of the articles here, like Twitter bans Milo Yiannopoulos, one of its worst trolls. That's the
Right.
verge, so I'm not surprised. But,
Waiting for everyday feminism to come up with something equally similar.
Oh God.
Oh no! Straight white man, of course, insults people.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's gay, but fuck it, he's not
Yeah.
the right kind of gay.
Gay white man.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the same ring to it.
No.
The straight white man is like the ultimate oppressor, so.
Fake gay man.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He's pretty public about it.
Hmm. And his preferences.
Mm.
He's very multicultural.
Multicultural. He believes in affirmative action. Yeah. But according to the Breitbart article, it was to do with his run-in with the Ghostbusters actress Leslie Jones. But it's not entirely sure.
So has anyone here seen Ghostbusters?
Oh.
No.
Waiting for
No.
that to go on, like, Sally, so I can watch it without having to pay for it.
I thought someone might have downloaded a pirate version or something, just out of curiosity.
Oh, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check if I can do that.
Well, Shu and Skeptic released a review of it, and they both liked it.
It was an hour-long
Really?
review. I couldn't be bothered to watch that whole thing.
I watched the
20.
first part of it, and I watched maybe the first 10 minutes, and they said it was surprisingly good.
Well,
Just lots
every
of
every film critic that I actually respect is saying it's just a mediocre, money-grabbing, middle of the road, average movie.
a
It's
lot of them are
not
saying that it's not good, but it's not. It's not bad, but it's not good. And that to me is like,
exactly.
considering how much
It's
is
sad though, because I was hoping it's so bad it's gonna be good that you can watch it as a unintentional cringe fest. But no, it's like you can get a giggle or two out of it, and some of the acting is actually good. At moments, you could get a laugh or two out of it, but nothing.
Sounds like someone's getting paid by Sony.
Yeah. No, it's just average movies. I hate average movies. I like
You want them to be
horrible
really
movies.
good or really bad?
Yeah.
If it's an average movie, then for $240 million, if you include the $100 million spent on promotion, that's one hell of an average movie. That's a budget for the Avengers movie as well.
Yeah.
You're comparing it with that, and you're like, holy shit.
Is it going to make its money back? How's it doing?
No, it's a flop.
Yeah, I thought so.
But they have already said, there's already an article saying, it's highly likely the sequel will happen.
Well, I hope that this one flops and that they force a sequel through anyway, because because it's clear that it's affirmative action. Like it's all women, girl power, and I want the media and just all of the surrounding industries to realize that shit doesn't work. The SJWs are a tiny fraction of the community. If you pander to them, you're not pandering to your audience.
Yeah, they may be the very vocal part, but unfortunately the main part that actually would see this, you didn't appeal to them very well.
Yeah,
Well done.
because that's all we've got to do. We've got to stop SJWs from convincing people that they're the majority. They're fucking not.
Yeah,
Very
I think
loud.
that's a good
That's
point.
why.
And I actually haven't seen the original Ghostbusters movie, so I wouldn't be able to judge that. What the hell was that?
It was Otter. I had to mute her a little bit. Sorry.
Female privilege, I see.
When you adjust your mic, you can we can hear you again, but yeah, it's getting loud.
So you've not seen the original?
No, I haven't.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I just missed out. There's no reason. I haven't avoided it.
Mhm.
Sounds
It's
to me
not
like you
your
were getting
thing.
tortured as a child, I think.
I'm deprived. You haven't had a childhood until you've seen Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's in the Back to the Future trilogy, of course.
I have
Now
seen
that is
them and I
something
didn't
I
like
haven't
them.
watched. That's actually something I haven't watched.
Well, there we go. So we both have such stunted childhoods.
Clearly.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you can still watch it. It's it's still out on DVD. Still have a chance.
True. I could still go back. That being said, I mean, isn't it going to look really bad if I watch it now because of like really old special effects or something?
Honestly,
no.
old
No.
special effects really aren't that bad.
It's still
Some
funny.
areas are actually pretty good compared to now.
In some
If you like-
movies, if they
If
do
you
them
like
really
practical,
well.
if you like practical effects, because I'm a huge fan of practical effects. I've watched The Thing 1,000 times just for the effects.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
is.
that was amazing practical effects. Like they're not all that good.
Yeah, well, since I miss practical effects in today's movies, you can watch. You see it's silly puppets, you know, like the Armored Skeptic said, but it's really well done. It's funny. It's enjoyable. It's dated, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah, you're mainly watching it for the humour, not the special effects. It's not meant to be a real horror movie.
No, I suppose not. I mean, I've heard the theme song. It doesn't sound like the theme song of a proper horror movie.
No, not really. Although this new one might be a horror movie.
Yeah. Yes.
But you know, we
It's
should give it a chance.
I don't really know. If I haven't even seen the
I'm not gonna pay
original,
to see
like,
it, but, you know.
yeah, no, I'd pirate it maybe. But you know, that is a couple of hours of my life. So, is it really free?
Yeah, that's a point. Yeah, you're much better off doing a stream with Bane, I guess.
Yes, absolutely.
Talking about otterism and.
That does sound superior to watching Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Otterism.
it's still muted. Someone unmute her, please.
We can't
has to
actually.
do it
She has to
herself.
do it herself.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's set up that way so that you can't just like unmute someone who's muted themselves just randomly, so that
Oh,
you
okay.
hear whatever they're trying to not let you hear.
I did it. I pressed the button.
Oh, you did make sense.
Can otters clap? They have like proper like
Yeah.
they have human hands.
Yeah.
You'd think they could.
Well, you saying that they're less than human?
Yes.
Well, that's true, but you know, it doesn't mean you have to say it.
Right.
It's really oppressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we keep coming back to the oppression of otters. It's,
I know. It's
it's
just.
the thing. It's
How can we
essential
not
thing.
talk about it though?
Oh god. Otter lives matter? No.
No.
Let's be honest. Do they really though? You know, Otterface, I reckon you'd make a nice handbag, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think she
Or
would cut.
a good right sleeve on
She's,
someone's winter coat.
She's escaped her safe space, I think.
Yeah.
No, she's probably making Omegon sandwiches.
The oppression has made her quit.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Oh, she's back.
Yeah.
She had to go to a safe space for a moment.
Huh? Everything just froze. Froze at a perfect time, that. Oh, Photoshop.
What?
There's that noise again.
Yeah. I don't know. The amount... Okay, she's muted herself now.
Okay. Yep.
Right. Well, I think we've sufficiently oppressed her. You know, she's clearly no longer able to speak. We've silenced her voice.
Well, our job is done then, isn't it?
Yeah.
did good.
We just have to make a handbag out of her and we're done. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, professional oppressors is what we are.
Well, you know, what do you expect?
What did you put on Twitter, woman?
Oh, God.
Someone's put something on Twitter?
Oh no, I'm not photoshopping what I think she was photoshopping over that picture. I know, I know exactly what she wants me to put there. Not happening.
Where? What? I'm missing out.
She's got a picture of Danny drinking from his bottle of beer, and she's written Photoshop moments. I assume she wants the bottle of beer replaced with a massive cock.
What? I'll just send you a picture of me sucking a cock if you want. I mean.
Oh yeah, it's actually it's very photoshoppable.
Yeah, Danny does that all the time, so you know.
It's not new.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah. It's a great deflection, that, isn't it? It's just like, oh, it'll make you look like you're sucking a cock. Oh, okay.
Cool.
Cool story, bro.
Oh, she's typing in the private chat now.
Oh.
Really? I can't see it. I gotta open the thing.
I don't know why she just doesn't unmute herself and say it, but I don't know.
Yeah. I guess something's happening in the house.
Actually, it's gender organ, not cocks. That's offensive to people who have cocks that don't identify with being a cock.
That was fucking loud.
Do you feel better now for saying that?
Oh, is that like the if a man identifies as a woman, his penis is female genitalia or whatever?
I haven't heard that before, although that wouldn't surprise me if someone says that.
I've seen or heard it read from that wonderful place called Tumblr. That someone said that someone posted the thing like, don't be a bigot if a woman has a dick, she has female genitalia. If a man has a vagina, it's male genitalia. Get over it and suck it later. I don't know. I might be making the last part up.
Is there anywhere Tumblr has still to go? I mean, or have they gone as far as they can?
There's still somewhere. I think if they run out of stuff, they'll just grab onto the salon thing and they'll make pedophiles their new oppressed group.
That would surprise me.
That'll be once they run out of places, they'll fucking go there.
I was thinking necrophilia or something, but you know, who knows?
Well, necrophilia, I don't actually really see why it's a problem if someone wants. I mean, obviously it's weird, but if someone wants to do it, so long as they own the body, I don't know, maybe the person left their body to someone in a will so that they could fuck it.
Well,
there's no problem with that. It's not hurting anyone, is it?
The thing
How
is,
about cannibalism?
I'm fine with that too.
The thing is, dead girls don't say no, but technically they don't say yes either. So.
Yeah, so it depends whether you need affirmative consent.
Well, this just got dark.
Necrophilia and cannibalism, is that dark? You should have that on your donor card. You know, you've on your license, you've got donor. In event of death, fuck me.
There is actually.
They actually, you know what? They have actually proposed something like that somewhere in the northern part of Western Europe. I heard there was an actual
that's so cool.
legislation proposal. Like a person can donate their body.
Yeah, it was Sweden that said that.
Recreational sexual activity.
No, it's Sweden. Of course, it's fucking Sweden.
It was a proposal from a young party in Sweden.
There we go.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. The necrophilia thing, along with there's some paedophile edgelord nonsense they brought up as well.
I don't know if anyone saw my recent foray with Amos Yee.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes.
Cancer.
I'm done with that debate. I think I won, and I'm finished now. New topic.
He's on Twitter constantly going on about it still. He's still
Yes.
so basically
He's a troll.
after the B-list stream on Sunday evening, Marking Bad went through every single Amos E tweet and sent him a picture of Chris Hansen, and then got all of us that were left, every one of us that was left, to retweet that picture to Amos E. So my Twitter feed had like 50 pictures of Chris Hansen on it because I just retweeted it so many times.
So because I defended some of his arguments, because I do that. I did the same thing with the Nazis when I used to have them on streams. Like, I'll defend... I make a point of trying to find arguments of people I disagree with that actually make sense, and saying, well, this is fine, it's just you're wrong for a different reason. So because I defended a couple of his arguments, I have been memed to death. Like,
Yeah.
especially Edgy. He's made like 30 memes of me that have to do with...
Oh, those are the cartoons.
The
Yeah.
cartoons and the other stuff.
They're
I've
beautiful.
been giggling
I
at
know,
memes
they're
with
so
you.
goddamn funny. Edgy is so good at memes, man. I just can't even
Yeah.
compete on that meme game. God damn it. I hope I never have to come back to this topic again, though. I've got to be honest.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
You should watch the Serbian film. You'll have flashbacks.
No. No. Not watching it. Go home. Did you know that in the Serbian film, when they broadcast it in America, you know that there's this, like, I haven't seen it, but apparently there's parts where there's, like, all this violent, bloody and guts and murder combined with sex. Have you seen it?
Of course I have.
Okay, you have. So apparently there's this one part where... Is there a part where someone's fucking a dead person?
No, they're... Yeah, that too. It's the end.
Yeah,
That's the
so
end
there's this
scene.
one
They're
part-
dead and they're fucking...
and-
Yeah.
But here's the fucking crazy thing. When it was put in some theaters in America, some like arty theaters, they, after all of the murder and stuff, because they didn't want to show this girl's asshole, because that would have been they CG'd in some more blood over the asshole
Oh my
to make
goodness.
it more child friendly. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yes.
You
like
mean that scene where he cuts off her head while fucking her? Is that the scene? Because that's the only
don't
scene
know.
to have an asshole in.
Well, that's
Yeah,
one hell
It's
of a way
an
to go.
awesome movie. Everyone should see it with their parents. It's awesome.
You shouldn't have said that there was someone cutting off someone's head while fucking them.
Oh, that's not even the best part. That's not even the best part. You have
Sorry, what-
incest.
Or I was looking
you
at
have...
something else. What are we talking about? Danny's Home Movies.
Yeah. Yeah, my home movies where I was cutting off someone's head and fucking them in the ass.
There's the evidence, everyone. Quick.
They're the ones that you've sent me before privately, so I assume that's what you're talking about.
Right, yeah. I hope you enjoyed them.
In your trial, this is going to be your downfall.
Yeah, the acting was a bit,
Black wooden.
yeah.
Well, I thought it would be shocking enough that I didn't need to act well, but, maybe if that's all vanilla to you. Oh my god. Yeah, that is really photoshoppable, actually. On
Told
face,
you.
the thing I'll screen share it. Sort of, that is proper photoshoppable. I don't think you could get better than that. Holy shit. What even is?
You're going to wake up to some interesting Twitter messages tomorrow, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I have been lately. To be honest, I kind of like being a meme. It's fun. I know the people memeing me were disappointed when I said that because they're trying to annoy me. I should find some of the edgy memes.
Yeah,
You
show
have
us
them
some of
saved
the
in
memes.
folder, because he does make quite a few of those. Especially
Yeah, I'll
with
have
them saved somewhere.
to go back in time. Like a monologue while I find them. Just... Holy crap, he makes a lot of goddamn memes. How does one man meme this hard?
He's I don't know, maybe he's got an army doing it. Is he part of a meme cult?
A meme cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got, kidnapped children in his basement pumping out memes.
Oh, yeah, this was the first one. This was because I don't know if you saw the debate, but a lot of times Amos, because I was sort of defending a couple of his arguments, Amos a few times said, "Oh, Danny, what do you think about this?" Like trying to get me to respond because Amos is not very good live.
No,
So
I've noticed.
Yeah, he does good videos, but he can not really debate live just yet. So that's what that one's about. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, the Chris Hansen. Look at that, Chris Hansen. There he is.
Good arguments.
Yeah. That got Chris. Like, there was a GIF Chris Hansen sliding onto screen and off screen on like going left and the right. Fucking that got sent to him about 20 odd times as well.
Yeah.
Is that Honey Boo Boo?
I don't know. That's just some little kid running away from us in my shitty Honda Fit. There's the Chris Hansen one. Oh, here we go. Here's Edgy's favourite one. Apparently, this is the best one. According to him. He actually did cut my face onto there quite well, really. It looks great. It looks like it's meant to be there.
Next.
This is my favourite one.
God.
Yeah, there's still more.
You're eating chop.
Charbon. Good arguments. I think that's all. What is it? I searched Danny Duchamp and it comes up with... Oh, yeah. If you search my name, it comes up with a bunch of people, including Amos for some reason.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. No, I think that's all of the memes he's got posted on Twitter. He had a whole bunch more he posted in Discord, but I have to go back quite a way to find those.
Yeah, pretty good.
Good arguments there.
I know.
So, anyone got any videos coming up? Any special videos or?
I'm going to be doing a Quran series.
I'm gonna be making a huge collab with lots of women asking questions to SJWs. And I need Shoe Head. Someone give me Shoe Head. I want her. She's the only big channel I really want it on, and I can't get in touch with.
Talk to Edgy. Sean Head's a big fan of Edgy.
I will. I've given myself this week to finally get a hand on her. If I don't, I'll just have to do with Karen and the Honey Badgers and Sugar Tits and Girl Does Rant. Like, all these people have said yes, we'll do it.
I'll if you're looking for well-known female anti-SJWs, I mean, I could ask Lauren Southern and Mercedes Carrera.
I will do that. I've already asked Lauren through a couple of ways. She hasn't responded at all.
Okay.
But
time to use your male privilege and harass her.
Male privilege. Well, no. She just follows me. I'm not sure if she'll respond, but.
Yeah. I'd be very grateful if you do that.
I'll send her a message. She rarely responds though, so I'm not guaranteeing anything.
I managed to get Mercedes to go on a stream with someone on Twitter once, so I could ask her.
Okay.
Or Danny could, because he's a sex object.
I am a sex object. That's okay though.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
I'm bisexual, so you know.
Yeah, you're your own sex object.
Well, yeah, it's all about the jugs, so.
Yeah, it's a good fucking stuff.
But oh my god, you are a complete sex object. I mean, like, come on, everyone's mad about them tentacles.
Yeah, I get asked some real philosophical questions by people. You want to help out, Stacey? And like 11 of them is like, so if you put a tentacle in a mouth, is it is it a kiss or a blowjob?
You were also featured. You were the first featured character in Atheist Eleanor's erotic quest for sex as well.
Oh God, I listened to that. I was laughing my head off so much.
I counted the times, and I had the most sex. So.
Yeah, I was in the chat. I was in the chat with that, and there were a couple of people who were getting extremely jealous that you were featuring in that, and it wasn't with them.
Yes, win. Although to be fair, that would have just been Cleric Shy Guy.
Yeah, it was Cleric Shy Guy.
I knew it.
Oh, that was so funny. I was spamming her on every social media I could find her on to give me the transcript. About an hour after the stream, she finally sent it to me.
Man, it would have been interesting if Bane was in that. I would have wondered how she would have written him in with the the Kool-Aid thing going on there.
It's the sequel, clearly.
She has to do a sequel. It's her most popular video now.
I noticed, yeah, because Bering shared a clip of it, didn't he? In one of his videos.
And he linked it.
Yeah.
Man, Bering, that dude is the Rainmaker.
He is.
He gets famous so quickly, like he's still growing like mad, and he's really generous with it too. Like he just doesn't mind shouting people out all the time.
I like Bering.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy.
I should be doing a video with him soon, which is kind of cool. He has to do one with me. I'm kind of flattered.
Oh, that'll be awesome, man. You mean like a collab?
Yeah. He asked me on Skype. I was like, okay, sure, that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. It would kind of fit too. You guys have a style that would work together.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see work together. Once I finish this video on a Pokemon capture video I'm doing on an MRA.
Wait, Pokemons and MRAs. Well, how
Yeah,
does
basically it turns out the only two I've done before happened to both be MRAs, and I was like, oh look, I can make this into a trend to really piss off people. Oh look, Spinosaurus skin hasn't been caught yet. I'll go for him. Oh, I've got Magnus Deacon. He does these hangouts. He's helping me. He's got some of these clips and bits I need. It's gonna be very funny. Well, for me, funny.
Yeah.
It probably make Bane want to kill me.
You mean more than I already do? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and yet I'm still. Every time you do a stream, I'm always here.
Yeah.
Like
you're always about. That's why.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
I don't
love-hate
have a right.
Like a
relationship.
ghost.
Yeah. I'm basically just following you around.
Yeah, I am a little bit concerned about that.
That's that dicky knee. You can't get away from me.
Ah.
Who can resist? Jeez.
I know, right?
Tentacles.
You always seem to have me on your face a lot, so it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, maybe you can answer this philosophical question then.
Yeah. Is it a kiss or is it a blowjob? I really need to know.
She honestly asking me like 11 o'clock at night, and I was like trying to get to sleep. This question comes through, like, oh for fuck's sake, Stacey.
I suppose it depends what mood you're in at the time, really. I mean, it's one of those philosophical things. Is it a blowjob or is it a...
Yeah, exactly. This is really tough.
A head scratcher. Or is it a blow kiss?
Well, now you wonder.
Or it could be like you've got sort of like the tentacles on one side of your mouth, and then the other side of your mouth is sort of doing like a kiss thing, so you're doing like at the same time. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, this is something I'll definitely have to ponder over. Is it a blowjob or is it a kiss?
Actually,
Sounds
thinking
like
about that, Otto. If you are campaigning for equal rights with humans, do you want otter sex to be no longer bestiality?
That is a thing. That's not. I'll have to think on that because that's not really something we really talk about, really. I mean.
But hold on. Isn't sex with the oppressor technically rape, though? So, because an otter can't really.
It makes sense. Yeah. So. Yeah.
So wait, sex with the oppressor is rape. Is that? So is that a thing that SJWs have been saying? Like if a black chick sleeps with a white guy, he's raping her? I'm sure that sounds like something they'd say.
Probably. God, these are all really deep questions. I'm thinking of returning back to the riddle of Omegon. Is it a blowjob or is it?
And in the same vein, you know, is it sex or is he eating you out when it's
Yeah. Like this, you're asking the real question.
I know, the big questions in life.
I know, right? Yeah, absolutely. I guess it's a kiss because I'm. Well, then again, are tentacles a sexual organ when it comes to Cthulhu?
I'm pretty sure they would be.
Are we talking about the tentacles on his face or somewhere
Or are
else?
they just
Yes, the
on his
tentacles
face?
on his face.
Oh, okay.
I've seen enough hentai to know that they are.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but do they feel more like a tongue or more like a, you know, other thing?
Like a, other thing. You gotta keep it clean for Bane streams. They're family friendly.
Yes, bestiality with otters and dead girls not saying no. You know, it's family-friendly stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, but don't say penis.
Well, I know. Now you've
Nice.
done it.
Yeah, well, you're gonna lose all your sponsors.
Sponsors. A weird.
Yeah.
So how long have we been going?
I don't know.
About an hour and a half. I might drop the link in the chat, see if anyone wants to come in, and we'll end it soon.
Alright, fair enough.
Hour 26 minutes. That's what
Yeah.
the thing is saying. The counter.
And silence.
Yeah, and silence. Yeah,
Appropriate.
well, I was waiting to see if someone would come in personally. I'm just...
Oh, it usually takes a couple of minutes, but
Okay.
A couple of people will join. Always do.
Silence appropriation.
yeah, it's become a bit of a tradition to drop the link in the chat towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
Peach Bailey. Hey, Peach.
Yeah.
Peach Bailey.
Hey.
It's the talking peach.
Yay.
And it's also Ari.
Sup,
Ari.
faggots? You're so
Hey, what's up?
boring.
Hey,
What's
I
up?
just thought I'd do something different and actually show my face
Sweet.
instead of the creepy clown guy.
I'm not alone now.
So what's up, guys?
We're good. How are you?
All right.
I'm kind of in a terrible mood, so I'm not going to be any fun, but I heard Megan wants to oppress me with his tentacles, so I'm just here for my tentacling.
So what's up, Peach?
I just had a shit day, man. That's all.
We'll try to cheer you up.
I just got home from work. It's way too fucking late for me.
Yeah. Omegon's tentacles will cheer you up.
They better. Oh my god, are you gonna perk me up with those tentacles, man? Come on. I already got out the lube.
I think he's AFK. Damn.
He was in the chat trying to get me in
Sorry,
here.
I had
Fucking
to
asshole.
go do something. What's going on?
I'm waiting for you to
Believe it.
impress me.
Damn it.
I'm
It's in
sure
the
there's
chat.
porn somewhere on the internet with squids and peaches.
Well, yeah, and
Dude.
peaches being mashed to smithereens, yeah.
You
For a
know,
moment there, I
that's,
thought you were going to stop there, just saying, I'm sure there's porn somewhere on the internet.
Maybe.
Nah.
well, as far as
Still been
squids,
removed.
as far as squids and tentacles, you know where to find that stuff.
Probably a fair amount of that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know where to
Yeah.
find any of that stuff.
It's usually on
Just
our
make
Facebook.
sure you type in Japanese.
You guys are making a lot of assumptions about my ladylikeness. I don't know where to find porn.
yeah, we're sure
Yeah.
you're
No,
a soul, Peach.
I bet if you showed us your tabs right now, one of them would.
Girls don't like porn. I'll perish the thought.
Porn is oppressive, though, isn't it? So, you know.
It is, yeah.
Oppressive and sexy, like a Megon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah, which
Porn
one?
for the patriarchy, I say.
We've also got the in here.
Ugh.
The
orange.
Yeah.
orange. You move your mouse over orange, it just comes up as the.
The.
Yeah.
The orange. Not a orange, the orange. It's
How's
the
it going,
original.
Matt?
Gone
The
from-
one and only orange.
We've gone from talking about otters for hours now talking about fruit. So
Yeah,
Yeah, that's because you're all fruits. Get down.
stop it.
We're all a little fruity. Don't be ashamed.
well, I don't know. I guess it depends what flavour the Kool-Aid is. So
That's true.
Not
It's
peach,
orange.
I hope. Orange.
You know, I was actually
It's
thinking
all
about
orange.
making a tradition for myself to actually like drink Kool-Aid during these hangouts. I don't know. I just thought it would be funny if I, not to offend you, Bane, that I'm drinking Rakine, but I just thought about drinking Kool-Aid.
well, I'm technically not the Kool-Aid, but the skull in the Kool-Aid. So
Oh, okay. But do
Yeah.
you need the Kool-Aid to breathe? I was wondering that. Are you like a fish? Or-
the Kool-Aid represents the feminist gynocracy, I guess, oppressing all
Right.
their ways, isn't it?
What does the Kool-Aid in your hand in the picture represent as well? Like you holding the jar of Kool-Aid. What does that mean? Thing you're holding. It's got yeah. What does
I'm
that
wondering
represent?
It's secret Bane business.
Does that represent like some kind of extension of yourself or something? Or
Well, I'm
No,
topping
no, it's
myself up.
Kool-Aid squared. You're doubling
Oh,
down
right.
on Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I'm topping myself up because I'm a bit evaporated. So
oh, I see.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah.
Is
that
it
makes
red
sense.
to represent the red pill, Bane?
What flavor of Kool-Aid is not poison Kool-Aid?
Orange.
And what flavor is? Orange Kool-Aid is not poison Kool-Aid?
Purple.
Is there a philosophical reason why the Kool-Aid jug you're holding does not have a skull? Does that represent like the link between life and death?
maybe it's non-poison Kool-Aid. Ah.
Yeah.
But I'm
That's
wondering,
like-
Bane,
You're full of this. You've taken all of this poison Kool-Aid yourself, all of this
Yes,
evil
I've
gynocracy yourself,
absorbed
but
it
you're
all.
bearing the solution, the non-poison Kool-Aid of men's rights.
But
Well, that's
Bane,
my videos, the non-poison Kool-Aid.
Bane, I was wondering, do you ever show up to or would you ever show up to one of the conferences? Like,
If it was local, yeah, I would go.
yeah, I'm just thinking,
I don't
if
know,
you,
I'd tell some people who I am, but I don't think I'd, walk around with a big sign saying, "Hey, I'm Bane."
well, if you want to protect your identity, kind of be anonymous. I thought it would be funny if you just kind of like dressed up as the Kool-Aid guy with like a skull. On the,
Oh yeah.
Swallowing mask.
like, you could do.
Might actually draw a little bit of attention to me somehow. You
No,
think?
but they wouldn't know how you look like, so you'd be.
Yeah,
able
if
to-
you like we're covering your face, like the whole like body suit of the Kool-Aid.
yeah, you wouldn't like have a
Just
whole.
walk around with like a picture of or the thing of a Kool-Aid. Just walk around like casually, and someone might see it. Link it together.
I'm wondering, does Bering stay anonymous, or I heard he's in a band. Does he stay anonymous? Bering?
He stays anonymous, but he isn't. So I know some people who have doxed him. I mean, they haven't released the information, but apparently it's not hard to figure out who he is.
Mhm. Interesting.
You just doxed him just then.
Did I?
Yep.
How?
By saying Bering, I don't know.
Bering. That's
Bering.
actually his real name.
Doxed
He
him,
lives at
Bering.
123 Bering Street.
He lives at Bering Street.
Yeah,
I thought he
Bering.
lived in Bering Avenue.
Funny thing is, I've actually been to Bering.
Bering?
Yeah, there's a station in Thailand called Bering. So
But I've
I
never
wonder
been
if that's where he got it from.
What
I doubt
language
it.
is that? Is that a Thai word? Bering?
I have no idea. It was just the end of the line, so I went there to see. It's on the SkyTrain.
Was it interesting?
Bering? No. The trip
Oh,
there
but
was
the
interesting.
place was though.
Yeah, the trip there was interesting, but Bering Station, no, just the end of the line.
I was in Spain recently.
Where?
I went to 5 cities. I went to Cordoba, Toledo, and then I stayed in 3 cities. Those 2 cities I just visited for the day. The 3 cities I stayed in were Madrid, San Sebastian, and Barcelona. And it was an amazing trip.
I'm envious.
Yeah, I can't afford to go overseas at the moment. I wish I could.
Yeah. I want to go
Especially
back.
Toledo. Like, Toledo is just, and Barcelona are the 2 places I want to go in my lifetime. For sure. How many goatee houses did you manage to go through?
Oh, we didn't get to. We got to the. Oh, I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was what was we went to the park, but we didn't really. I went with my father, and we got very tired, so we didn't get to see. We didn't really get to see like the actual part of the park that is famous, but we did see a house that he built, and there was like all this furniture, and what else? What was the other house? Oh shit, I can't remember.
They're all extremely beautiful even on the outside, but it's really awesome to go inside because he designed the furniture as well to go with the weird architecture of the house.
I know. I was in one of the houses. I cannot remember which one it was. I have pictures of it, but I can't remember which one it was. But I was not expecting the way it was going to look. It was a surprise. My father really surprised me with it because I love surrealism. I love very kind of bizarre, unusual architecture, and I love German expressionism. And not that Gaudi is I don't think he identified with those movements. Well, he was in the 1800s, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so he was before those movements, obviously. But I just love the whole kind of idea of very avant-garde architecture. So it was absolute heaven being in that house. I was so amazed.
Yeah.
And the food there was so good. So good. And it's
Mediterranean food is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
So am I the only one here who's been to Spain, or has anybody else been to Spain?
I've never
I've
left
been
the
to
southern
Spain
hemisphere.
in my dreams only.
No, I've only been to Thailand, parts of South America, and Antarctica. So.
Oh. Okay. How was the food in Antarctica?
Yeah, I've been to Antarctica.
That's a surprising one. Most people have not done that.
Yep. Well, I'd do it again if I could afford it.
What'd you do in Antarctica?
Took 10,000 photos, I think.
Did you go to any good restaurants?
No, they don't really have good restaurants down there. But it is beautiful, an amazing place.
But you can always just shoot a penguin. It's delicious.
Well, they walk straight up to you because they don't have any fear of land predators.
Ha! Idiots!
Well, they have the polar bears to fear.
No, that's north.
That's the other pole.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm so glad someone else said that before me because I would have made that same fucking mistake.
Yeah. That's the penguins at the bottom, and the polar bears at the south. You can remember it if you just imagine which one's going to eat Santa's little helpers.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
That's one way of looking at it.
Well, yeah, if you remember that something's... Because you can't get that image out of your head now, so you'll remember.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless you're going to replace it somehow with, like, Santa's little helpers being pecked to death by penguins, I guess.
I might just get someone to move all the polar bears to the north, and if they're a bit hungry, move them down south. They can feed on fucking penguins. Penguin for life.
Penguins wouldn't run away, so it'd work well for the polar bears.
True.
Yeah, win-win.
Yeah, but not for long. Not for long though, because they'll eat them all and then they'll die.
But then the polar bears would probably go too close to the water and they get eaten by orcas.
Wow, that would be a majestic fight. An orca trying to eat a polar bear.
That would be very
fun. Would wreck the polar bears, yes.
Does anybody ever just go on Google Maps and just do street views of random places? I was trying to do that with North Korea, but it didn't work.
Have you ever played GeoGuessr? If you go like, I think it's geoguessr.com.
Funny story, when I went to Antarctica, one of the guys who was on the trip with me, an English guy, I didn't know him beforehand, met him on the trip, he has been to North Korea.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, he went there. I said, why'd you go? And he goes, I just wanted to see it. And he also went to Iran.
Twitter just locked my account
What?
because I tweeted out a link to a different service that wasn't Twitter.
Congratulations!
The fuck, Twitter?
Congrats! Well done!
The
Wait,
fuck?
wait. What source? What site? I mean, are we moving to another site now? Because I'm keen to
It's
go.
unlocked.
People have just tweeted out like a different site called Sea Lion Club. And so I signed up to there, and I just tweeted out, follow me on Sea Lion Club, and then I've just gotten an email saying, your account may have been compromised by a website or service not associated with Twitter. We've locked your account. Fuck you.
Club.
Fuck
It's a
you, dude.
terrible name for a service, but
It's terrible, but it's basically just a copy of Twitter. You fucking cunts.
is that what we're all moving to? Because I'm keen to get the fuck off of this
Hashtag
place.
free peach.
So,
Hashtag free pitch.
I just joined Twitter and then everyone leaves. Is that it?
Yeah.
I'm just using it as a backup because they've just permanently banned Milo, apparently. So everybody's just like, fuck this. They want to do Twexit.
Yeah. I'm keen to migrate. I think that if Milo goes alone, that's like a few 100,000 people, so that'd be
Yeah, it's supposed to be Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, the 23rd,
Oh, yeah.
I think. No,
Yeah,
it didn't
we're
do the
meant to do a
23rd.
blackout of it.
So Saturday.
of Twitter.
No, the only reason I got a Twitter a long time ago was just so I could see if I could tweets, like get celebrities to respond back to me. I was like 14. I wanted Joel Grey to write back to me. You know, from Cabaret.
Now you're
Nobody-
talking to Omegon.
Oh, sorry.
Don't you feel fancy?
Wait a minute. Are you getting upset that I'm talking about musicals?
Fucking gay. Sorry, what?
Oh, I thought Orange. I thought you were getting upset that I was talking about musicals.
You were talking about musicals?
Well, I just
I wasn't
mentioned.
paying attention.
Oh, I just mentioned
Check to see
Cabaret.
if her account was suspended or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried getting Pee Wee Herman to respond to me. I
Did he?
think. No, he didn't.
I signed
That
up
was,
for basically the same reason to get Milo to respond to me, and he did. And I've talked to him a few times now. So Right.
I don't know why I got Twitter. I have no idea.
It's
Yeah,
actually more fun than I thought it would be. And it's useful for news, but that's about it.
I think for me it's more. It's only really useful when I'm on streams and I just start randomly abusing people on the stream with me, like Peach.
I have no idea what the fuck I'd put on Twitter. Do I still have the problem with my Twitter is that I forgot the password, so I'll have to go through the rounds of resetting it, and I don't know what I'd use it for, except for, trying to contact celebrities.
So your password isn't Bane is awesome?
Shit, no, I
That's
have to change
my
my
password.
password.
I should have said that, should I? But anyway.
You did kind of change it live on air, so.
Yeah. So, who uses Twitter here? Who doesn't?
Yeah, I use it all the time.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
It's just really
Yeah.
useful for engagement if you don't actually want to give your details out to your followers, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I pretty much the most social media I use is Facebook. And the one thing I hate about Facebook, is I usually have something that I want to look up when I go to Facebook, but then I'm just reading for hours my news feed, just like what everybody's posting, and then I forget what I was supposed to look up.
I've just signed up for Sea Lion Club, and it's really lame, and it will never replace Twitter.
No, it won't, but it's a temporary band-aid place, I guess, and, like, well, Twitter's being fucking censorshipy. It's the same as leaving Facebook. Like, I feel really good that I left Facebook, but there's nothing realistically that can replace it right now because everybody has Facebook. But it's like, how else are they gonna fucking learn unless they lose some of their users? That we're not gonna put up with this censorship, you know?
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, I think that the Reddit exodus to vote.co works quite well.
Yeah, it's more that we just need
vote.
everybody to...
I'm going to pimp vote.co. Everyone go sign up to vote.co. It is way better than Reddit. Reddit is for cucks.
I actually have a
Reddit's
Reddit. That's one thing, but I've never used it before.
Don't. Go to vote.co instead.
I've tried to use Reddit. It's just really confusing to me. It's kind of like the Discord. Like, it's just the user face is really kind of intimidating to me. Yeah, I can't deal with it. Like,
don't use Discord, man. You gotta use Discord. I love Discord.
I was gonna join the Vaporwave Reddit. Does anybody know about Vaporwave?
Yeah.
A Vaporwave. I've made like 3 tracks. They're okay, but who here knows about what Vaporwave and who doesn't?
nope.
I don't know what that is.
Do you know about Simpsons Wave?
Yeah, I know about Simpsons Wave.
Yeah, that's some quality shit, man.
Do you think there'll be
Oh,
like
is Vaporwave that weird trippy music?
where they take like old songs from like the 80s and
Oh,
70s
yeah.
and they make it sound like this?
Yeah, I know.
It's all in your head.
It creeps me out, dude. It's like music on LSD or something. I don't know.
I actually made this animation for my 3D class that was a robot just spazzing out to one of the famous Vaporwave songs. I called it Vaporwave 95, and you have to know a lot about Vaporwave to get that reference, the 95. Does any...
I don't know
Hipster.
I'm afraid. I'm not quite as much of a hipster, I'm sorry.
Speaking of hipster, I wanted to know what your opinion on these glasses are. Do you think these are too problemish?
Gay.
I was afraid to wear them.
They work with your overall look, to be honest.
Oh, thanks. I was afraid they were too problemish.
They are, but it kind of fits.
Yeah. I like to just say I'm reviving the 1970s.
Yeah, no, you would make a good SJW. Maybe you should start complaining about privilege and shit.
Yeah, what's your opinion on otter oppression?
I think I'm gonna make another channel just to talk about this problem. It's about the otter problem.
What do I think about otter oppression?
Spread awareness.
I think that otters' lives matter.
No, they don't.
Mammal lives matter.
But I also think that seal lives matter too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, seals as well.
Speciesist. How dare you bring seals into this?
Seals.
Horrible.
And don't forget about walruses. They need love too.
Hey, let's just go
Oh
with
my
all
god,
mammals
fucking
matter.
walruses, the fat pride activists of the animal kingdom. No, we don't. No, not walruses.
Fat pride activists.
Of the forest, of the animal world. No one likes walruses. So no one gives a shit about walruses. Seals are shit because they're all arrogant pieces of shit and they're all narcissists. So no, otters' lives matter because we've been systemically oppressed. I'm repeating myself over and over again, but it has to be said. I am going to.
You're right, it has to be said. You have been oppressed.
Yeah, and continue to be.
Congratulations. Welcome to the patriarch.
Poor otter face.
The humanarchy. Or, I suppose,
That's
the
it.
elder godarchy.
Silenced
Yet again.
by her oppressors yet again.
It's a typical problem, and it's typical for those who are in oppression, who have benefited from oppression.
Yeah, you knew that was coming, right? You had to know that was coming. And it wasn't me this time.
I did know that was coming.
Who did that? That was terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible. What a dick move.
Aw.
Well done.
It's typical. Typical. I'm stunned.
This sounds triggered. Triggered.
Triggered is a understatement, Danny Dushak.
Trigger Scouts nigger.
Understatement
Wait,
of
wait.
the year.
Wait. I just thought of something. What about the otter's systematic oppression of clams?
Motherfuckers.
I know.
Excuse me, we don't care about that. That is not a problem for us. We're focusing on this now, and the fact
Oh
that you're
my
saying
God.
that, and the fact that you're saying, to be honest,
The otters.
We don't care about that. That is an element of otter privilege.
You're
You-
derailing the
Clams
conversation.
don't have the privilege of not caring about that.
You are derailing the conversation from what we are talking about here, and that is the systemic oppression of otters
Clams.
who have been historically oppressed
clams.
and marginalised. You are derailing it by moving it to something else, and that is typical of
except the
someone who
Ottoman
lived
Empire.
underprivileged.
It's against the Ottoman Empire. So, you know,
That's not associated
Yeah,
with
it's-
our movement.
it's rewriting.
That's a rogue movement. That's a rogue movement of people.
Fuck, that was moist.
He said it! Oh my god, yes! I'm sorry, I overreacted to that, but he swore he'll never say it. Ah.
Hey, Bane, I remember you did this in one of the videos of the I always get this wrong. The toxic propaganda of feminism. That's what it's called, right?
Propaganda of toxic feminism, yeah.
I almost got it. Did you do something about this article about a woman saying that how farting was somehow sexist? There was something you did, and you called it like the patrifarty or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that because I remember doing the artwork for it, but I don't, was it in the propaganda of toxic feminism?
I saw that a while ago. I don't remember exactly what video it was in, but I think I told the Orange about this. I think I found an article. I'm not sure how old it is. It might be irrelevant now, but it's about this woman saying the way she deals with men, her secret weapon is farting, and it's an article on Ottsogyny, and I just thought, wow, this woman gets paid to write this.
Oh, well, that's common these days, isn't it, to write trash like that? I mean, it's,
Yeah,
it's not news. It's not, really informing anyone of anything of any importance. It's just,
her disgusting habits.
yeah, and clickbait and all the other shit that the media's become.
Yeah.
Have you any of you done an article about Ottsogyny?
Yeah, I think I've featured some of the articles. I think there was one about I dated an MRA, and as some woman's story about how she had went on this blind date with an MRA, and she didn't know what an MRA was, and she had to sneak off to the bathroom and look it up on her phone, and she read about how toxic they were and blah blah blah. And there was a picture of these scratches on her arm where apparently he grabbed her in the parking lot. And the angle of the scratches, it looked like the angle would be if you did it to yourself, as opposed to someone grabbing you. Yeah, so but I think anyone can just write for that, can't they? Ottsogyny, I think you can just submit an article. I was tempted to write one under a fake name and submit it. I thought I'd better not. That would be too dishonest. Very tempted though. See what I could get away with. Maybe something on otter oppression.
No, but I've seen a number of feminist articles about farting. I don't know if they have this fascination with it.
A number of them.
A number of them.
I'm guessing it would only be bad when men do it. So,
Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, they
And
probably.
I bet they don't consider queefing to be oppression.
I'm
No,
guessing
probably
I'm guessing when men do it, it would be oppressive. When women do it, it would just be their natural expression of their themselves.
It's empowering.
Empowerment. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's the whole idea that women.
I
are
am
not allowed
woman,
to
hear
fart,
me
so.
fart.
I think that was on the artwork I did for the video.
No, but my favorite was the patriarchy.
Yeah, patriarchy, and I think another one was feminism is taken fart too lightly.
Oh my god. Ugh. They're self-parodying at the moment, although it's still possible to parody.
Teal'c did an article about how it was this feminist saying how she was upset that her daughter's not going to be proud of her shit when she gets older.
What, her actual literal shit?
Yeah, because you know how like 2-year-olds they see it and they're like so proud of it. You know when they get this is an actual article.
Yeah, she was like, oh, she's gonna grow up and she'll lose respect of her shits, then of herself, then of her sexuality because patriarchy.
And don't forget good old menstrual art.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
There's not even always. Have you seen that woman who shoves paint pellets up her cunt and like sort of squats over the
Squirts
canvas?
them
And, like,
out.
Hey guys,
works
just
them out
once.
onto the
Ding.
canvas.
Someone got a message.
Who's it from?
Sorry, somebody was texting me.
How's the gossip?
Somebody. Sorry.
It's okay. We'll
Just
wait.
kidding.
Yeah,
No,
alright.
it's fine. I'll look at it later.
We'll just sit here in silence.
Fine.
No, it's okay.
No, I'll do it later.
I mean, we were talking about period art before the interruption, so
So
I mean,
fucking rude of you. How dare you
Important
interrupt?
topic if ever there
Yeah.
was one.
yeah.
How dare you interrupt this with your shitty text?
No, it was actually a text, I think, from somebody who was. I gave him a couple of my songs, and he's a musician that I saw, electronic musician. I saw his band recently.
I'm gonna mute you.
Can you really be an electronic musician?
Well, he. No, yeah, I mean, he plays synthesizers, so that's, you know, playing an instrument. It was like a synthesizer. He's not doing what like Dead Mouse does, where you know he just presses play on presses the space bar on his keyboard, and then that's his show.
Yeah. Ugly little is how to press a space bar.
And do this
Oh,
while wearing a Mickey Mouse hat.
well done. Yeah, there you go. Look, I'm Dead Mouse.
Oh, but I think essentially what the whole idea of those shows, like what makes it interesting, is like the light show, like all the LED lights and things like that. I don't know. I like his music though. I feel kind of embarrassed saying that because I know there's kind of a like people don't like him. But
I
does
don't
anybody
mind.
here?
I'm not a fan of electronic music in general, though. I'm sort of old-fashioned like that. I like instruments and shit.
Mm-hmm. You don't even like synthesizers, like you know Moog or Moog.
Well, I mean, like they've been used well, but I mean, I don't entirely think that because I like Robert DeLong or something like that when in order to create all the electronic music, they're using a lot of different methods, and it is actually when they play it live, it is actually playing live. Like I know Robert DeLong, he like syncs up a whole lot of sounds to a joystick and a Wiimote, and he plays using those. And so that kind of shit's cool. I don't know. It just sort of when I know that when I know it's just sequenced in a computer, it sort of loses a bit of the feel for me.
Mm-hmm. The band that I'm starting, probably there will be some backing tracks just because the songs that I make, there's so many keyboard parts, but I'm going to be using main stage, so that it will be live in some sense, you know. There will be actually like fingers on a keyboard, you know, making sounds, not just like, you know, that's my show.
Yeah.
So, Bane, what kind of music do you like?
Well, I'm a massive Frank Zappa fan.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm a metalhead, although I do like other types of music as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you like Megadeth?
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more.
I think one of my favorite metal bands is Merciful Fate.
Yeah, I'm more like I don't know, Danzig.
Oh, okay.
Looks like they've shadow banned me now.
Oh, so Peach, you're banned.
Yeah, I'm shadow banned apparently. Nagon Mad just told me I don't show up in search results and I don't show up in his notifications.
Hooray! No, I just searched you. I just went onto my Twitter feed and you're here. Can you tag me in something and see if you show up?
Yeah, right.
Oh
I've
my
never been
God,
shadow
what a
banned by
face.
anything. I can't what is this?
What's
what does
shadow
it mean?
ban?
How do I get unshadow banned?
You
What
can't.
is-
Shadow
But
ban
what
is
is-
when they like restrict your account without telling you, and
Yeah.
it's all very sneaky.
Yeah, and so what? How do you get shadow banned?
It's not- By the way,
I just tagged you.
well
in
done,
the-
Autoface.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that lovely Amos Kool-Aid.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Am I in your
Did you sign
notifications,
off?
bro?
No. No.
Where's cunts? What the hell?
Well,
Holy shit.
you're in my feed, though.
I'm in the
Yeah,
feed,
you're
but I'm not in
you're
the
in my feed,
notifications.
it's not notifications. You're shadow banned.
If you search for me, do I come up like in my profile?
Yes.
That's so weird.
But you're still not showing up in notifications. Maybe you've got
Wow.
people you follow.
Seriously,
No.
can I I've had the worst fucking day. Can Twitter sort its life out?
No.
I'm just not in the fucking mood for this, seriously.
No, we've got
not losing it.
to find a competing service or something. It's fucking done. Like
Free
Twitter
Peach.
is not giving us the time of day.
Poor Peach.
I feel fucking oppressed right now. Seriously, the patriarchy screamed at me and called me a
I
cunt
will
today.
oppress the crap out of your peachy behind.
Please do. I could use being a bit cheered up, you know?
Pummel that peachy behind. Pound it.
Oh, I didn't take any screenshots
That's okay.
of being not in the... Oh, fuck you.
You better see some Omegon Peach fanfic.
Yeah, can we get some fan art, please?
Yeah, I'd like that.
I need it for my
actually.
spank bank.
Hang on, who's spank bank? Yours or mine? Because it sounds like we
¿Por
both
qué no
really
los
need
dos?
Yay!
it. Victory.
Yes.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's why
You
I'm
weren't meant
putting
to
it
give that
on
away,
mine.
were you, Omegon? It was a secret.
I keep disappearing and then coming back and like, it still says live. Why?
Yeah, Peach hasn't been shadow banned from my stream yet, so
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
this is a Peach safe space.
Thank you.
Until
It's
we
a
all
safe-
start taking turns oppressing her.
Yeah, although it is going to end
Real hard.
so I have to get up tomorrow.
That's cool.
Oh,
I
Pete sounds all
still
sad.
blame Taiwan.
Have a good night's sleep, Peach. It will be better in the morning.
Oh, I think I have to rage a bit more. I won't be able to sleep.
Oh, okay. It is bad then, huh?
I'll just put my face in my pillow like a fucking teenager and just go, eh! Somebody like legit got all up in my face at work and told me I was fucking useless and fucking idiot and all this shit and like just swore his head off at me. I was like, bro, just don't. I don't have time for this shit.
Just put your little hijab on and go fuck him up.
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah.
Slash his tires.
Fucking do it.
You sound like you're in bed, Peach.
There?
You sound like you're in bed.
I'm always in bed.
Oh, okay.
In bed,
My
slowly rubbing one out.
my house only has room for my bed, so anything I do is I'm always on my bed.
Right, in bed, slowly rubbing one out. Right, well, Omegon better talk about more then.
She's always really worn out every time, like, you know, Amegon's, pounded her, so she's always happy
You
to sit
can
down.
pronounce that name any way you like. I'm still gonna make you make it at some point.
She's always getting pounded by. I'm Peach's fiance, so I know what happens, and
fact,
she's always getting pounded by
yeah.
by Amegon, and she's always having
Yeah.
to sit down.
That's why
If
I'm
you-
always
if
in
you-
bed because I'm always ready.
on the last Bane stream, while we were doing that and peer pressuring him to set up a Twitter account, go follow Bane on Twitter, everyone. We were basically, Peach and I were basically just pounding each other on Twitter. It was merciless.
Alright. Actually,
I thought Peach and Otterface were getting married, though, weren't they?
Oh yeah,
We have kind of an open relationship.
Oh, open
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
Bane follows me, but I don't follow him back. Will I follow him back?
What a Kiwi
Hey.
cunt.
Let's see. Do you guys think it's worth following Bane back? What do you reckon?
There's that shadow ban coming, I see.
Yes. No, I follow him back.
So I guess if you just hashtag fuck Twitter, they'll probably just shadow ban you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's try that. I'll try that. No, I'll do it now. Don't worry.
I'm gonna try that too.
Hashtag fuck Twitter. Hashtag Twixit.
Hashtag fuck Twitter. Done.
Hashtag Sea Lion, and you'll get a shadow ban for sure.
Hashtag Sea Lion.
Last time I tried to open up Twitter, everything just exploded. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold off on that
Twitter's
for
a
now.
malicious site. Ban Twitter. Hashtag ban Twitter.
I've played my part. Now waiting
You
for the
beautiful
ban.
man.
I've never been banned before. So I don't know what I'm supposed to wait for.
Yeah, me
Yeah, I
either.
haven't been banned either.
Yeah, I wonder if I'm on any block lists yet.
Oh, you should be.
Oh yeah,
Go-
you will.
go- find
go
I'm
to
guessing on
Steve
Steve Shive.
Shives. Go to Steve Shives.
You're following Sargon, so that's got you in
Ah,
at least
yeah.
100 different block lists.
Yeah, but try Steve Shives. I'm curious to see if you already are.
How do I check to see if I'm blocked?
Just go to his page. Just type into search Twitter. Type in Steve Shives. If he doesn't come up, you're probably
Yeah,
blocked.
Steve Shives. Basically, everyone is blocked by Steve
Yeah.
Shives.
He is the blockinator. It's Steve_Shives.
We need a trend-free page.
Are you blocked?
Hold on.
We could probably go off air to do this, couldn't we?
No, but I think the people need to know.
The
Is
people
Bane
need to know.
blocked by Steve Shives?
All right, so I click
everyone-
on
this
this
is
thing, and then what happens?
So wait, you go to Steve Shives.
Yeah.
Does it say you're blocked?
Not that I can see.
Oh, you should tweet at him.
Oh my God, this is
Right, no.
useful.
Bane,
Like,
go
everyone's
to
blocked by
tweet
Steve
to
Shives,
him.
man.
Let's see what an
Tweet to-
unblocked Steve Shive
Bane,
thing looks like.
Bane, tweet to him just these words. I disagree with you.
Yeah.
That's literally all you have to do.
I respectfully disagree.
Like, look,
You
look.
can't. Yeah, I respectfully disagree. He will block you instantly.
Ah!
This is what it looks like when you're blocked by Steve Shives. This is
Oh,
basically.
I'm
I'm just going to send him a
Bane
message
for a
saying,
second then.
hey, Steve.
Danny, that's glorious, man. That's yeah.
I
This
was
is
blocked before I even thought to check. So
Yeah, no, so was I. I was blocked before I tweeted at him as well. He just blocks everyone. But Bane is new enough on Twitter from not to have blocked him. So that
Wow.
sounds like useful.
So should we end the stream? That's
I
it.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say to the viewers, just come up with your brilliant idea of what Bane can do to troll Steve Shives.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
definitely. And get on Twitter and trend free Peach.
Oh yeah, I'll do that now. Actually.
Freeze
I'll-
Peach.
Free
Freeze
speech.
Peach.
Freeze
It
Peach.
shouldn't
Hashtag
show
freeze
up on my
Peach.
notifications either.
And everybody
This
sign
is
up to Sea Lion so that
ridiculous.
Twitter shits its pants. That'd be great.
I'll sign up.
I've signed up, although it looks terrible.
I do things.
I'll
yeah,
have a look
it's
as
slow
well.
as fuck as well, but I mean, what are we gonna do?
There you go.
Use something
Hashtag
else?
freeze peach is up online.
Love you,
I'm
Midland.
replying to you because I don't know how to work this phone app.
Hang on, does
Yeah,
ad
we can
follow
just-
me on Twitter? Oh the fuck! Oh my god. Shit. Postmodernism follows me.
And on that note, I'm ending it.